When I look back to March and I look at what we were faced with, not just our business, but personally, the first thought that came to my mind was, wow, like this is real. Like this isn't some movie that I watched yesterday or so forth. I had just gotten off a plane when I'd heard the news that they were actually looking at shutting down businesses, and they hadn't really determined which businesses they were closing down, so I had my fingers crossed that we would be deemed an essential service. But the first real thought was, what are we going to do for our employees? How are we going to reassure our employees that we're going to weather this together and we'll get to the other side? The biggest challenge that I faced, and I think our team faced initially during the COVID, was the ignorance of what a pandemic was, the not knowing. And so we had to huddle together, and put our heads together, listen to what the government was directing us, taking each other's thoughts and suggestion. Suzanne Johnson did a phenomenal job on the health and safety, getting the sites on side, communicating immediately with them. And being proactive, not waiting for the government. Now we put hand sanitizers in the office. We said, okay, people, you're gonna work from home for the next month, just work from home. Collaborating with the ownership, Tim Blevins, and the rest of the company, and saying, okay, what do you think? What should we do? And then actioning on it. When people are under stress and duress and you don't know what the next day is gonna hold, people can behave poorly. But I think the behavior of everybody was absolutely phenomenal, very supportive, very sympathetic. I've always said, if you could measure the success of a company, just measure the sum total of the talent of the people, and that's the company. And we have fantastic people, both on site, both in the office, and then our collaborative partners, the architects, engineers, and so forth, and our trade partners. And so at the end of the day, it's 100% the people.